Yeah, so that was the word on everything. So we'll see.
Okay.
Um, we'll see. So man, since we've been gone, I mean, the Feds is the great uh 2 Chain says the Feds be watching, boy, and Lil Durk from Chicago, uh OTF crew, I believe the name of that crew is. They got him on a murder plot against Quando, Rondo. The Feds do this. Ain't no state thing. This is a federal thing. So for some people that may not keep up with, and look here, y'all been in the comments. I keep up with this peripherally. I just kind of go off the information that's just out on the general. I ain't deep into the trap lore and the drill,
The
drill-o-matic.
trap
Trap
lore.
Trap. Yeah. But as far as I know, King Von, reputed rap artist and gang leader and allegedly murderer. I'm gonna say allegedly. He's not here to defend himself. He has been passed on. Him and Baton Rouge rapper. Why can't I remember this little dude name now? Shit.
Let me tell you something.
NBA young boy. Him and beef with NBA young boy. Then it's been going. It was going on for a while. And NBA young boy
that got all the kids.
Yes, the one that's got a kid with Mayweather's
Maya, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I call her Maya. That is not her
name.
They
wanted to cut up some girl over somebody that was for some community, situation. Because she cut his other baby mama. But let me finish this out with it. So Quando Rondo is an artist signed to NBA YoungBoy. They see each other at a club in Atlanta. Things happen. King Von is not with us no more. Now, the interesting part about all this is there was this whole thing of and Durk and King Von was super close. They same crew, super close. So the internet starts pushing a little bit, and I'm not gonna say because some people are trying to say it was hip hop. No, it's not hip hop. It was just some street nigga shit of them slide for Von. It was a hashtag, and they would kept on hitting up Durk about sliding for Von. And allegedly they went through. He sent out people from his crew to San Diego. They drove to LA, did a drive-by on Quando Rondo and his crew. Quando Rondo's cousin gets killed. Feds been watching for this whole time. The feds get one of his closest homeboys that he got out of jail, gave him a whole like 100 grand, a crib, a whip, got him to flip. He had been wearing a wire for 2 to 3 years, Dom.
Yep.
2 to 3 years. Yo.
Okay. So much okay. Question.
Yep.
In our trap lore.
Yep.
That's really funny.
Very peripheral on this, y'all. I'm not. Look, I could be wrong. I just gave y'all the general details. That's all I know. I don't know the deeper stuff.
So that's how I kind of read it when I like kind of skimmed through it.
Yeah.
So my question is, what can the feds offer you?
He had a gun charge already.
Well, yeah, okay, but you're out.
No. He had a gun charge. So he was already a felon, got out 15 years.
Right.
He got another gun charge. So they're gonna send him back.
Outside of that, 20. Outside of, but that's also your stupidity.
Yes. No. Okay, I see what you're going. Go keep going.
Yeah. So, but I'm like, outside of that, okay, you ain't gonna have to do time for this gun charge allegedly. So, like, how much time was we looking at? Also, outside of protection, like, what can the feds really offer you? Are they gonna give you money? Are they gonna give you shelter? Like all these different things. I'm not advocating for the street guys. Let me lead with that. So, which also leads me here. It's a lot of niggas telling y'all to dead that shit. Wallo.
Well, I'm gonna put that video up in a second. Keep going.
Yeah, Wallo is one of you guys. So many different people that just never look back. Look, Snoop. We just talked about Snoop's murder charge and how he has done a complete 180. Guys, it's not 360 because 360 puts you back at where you started.
Yep.
It's a 180.
180. Yep.
And lives a completely different life. Like my life is stress free. I do this, I do that, and I made it out the hood. I give back, I do this, I do that. But it's like I'm just trying to understand the fascination with the ghetto. Growing up in the hood as somebody that grew up in the ghetto, and I'm not gonna even say like we had a pretty ghetto. You know what I mean? It ain't as beautiful as the California ghetto, because them niggas got grass and palm trees, okay? So it's confusing, so it gets convoluted by the weather, right? But I remember, like what that was like, your mom throwing you on the floor because somebody doing a drive-by so you don't get hit by a stray bullet.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in college, somebody ran through our backyard. Like I thought it was a dumpster. I thought it was the dumpster day, the trash day, and it was a gunshot. And I heard somebody shuffling through our backyard running. And I was like, wait, what is going on? Well, yeah, that guy that ran through my backyard died on the playground at the school up the street, a couple of houses up. So that I'm just trying to understand the fascination with y'all always talk about crabs in a barrel and people always trying to hold you back, but can't nobody hold you back for real but yourself, like your mind. Mm-hmm. Like a mind, they always say, is a terrible thing to waste, and it's your own worst enemy. It be y'all. It don't be nobody else, because if you wanted to get out that shit, you can get out of it. So I'm just trying to understand, like, you got a homeboy waiting for you when you get out. You $100 grand and got you out looking out for you. And so that already let you kind of know. I was like, maybe in whatever happened where the nigga went to jail, maybe Durk had some sort of hand, might have was on the up it up potentially.
Nah, man. I just think this dude was just looking out for self, like a lot of people do, Don.
But you know what you shouldn't have done?
But he shouldn't have been involved in this anyway. He shouldn't have been involved in none of this shit anyway. That's the point. Nope. I'm gonna play this video from Wallo here, man. And if you notice, Durk, he's like, I'm just gonna play it for y'all real quick. And y'all as audio people, y'all be able to hear it.
Because I'm telling you, man, I can name 20, 30 niggas and my homies is dead. I'm here though. And I'm gonna say some shit that, like, this is documented. I got a TED talk. I forgave my brother's killer. And I'm saying it to say this. Nigga that killed my brother. My brother died in my grandma's arms. In that fucking house that we grew up in. Nigga shot my brother. He ran to the house. He died in Nanny Harms when she opened the door. So I'm telling you, there's some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all won't know me. I won't be able to give y'all this game. But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. And when I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow. And I started to glow. And now I'm here today, and it was harder than a motherfucker, man. And I'm talking about, this is my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. This little Steve. But I can tell you one thing. Now I'm out here taking care of his daughter, paying for her to go to school, taking care of my nephew, taking care of my mama and my grandmama.
Talk to him. Sure.
Because I forgave my brother killer, but I understand. I understand what y'all going through. But I love all you young niggas in here. And I mean that shit. I love you niggas, man. And I hope y'all make it out. I hope y'all make it the fuck out, man.
Man, he like...
Straight up, man.
It's so crazy. Yeah, this motherfucker really dropped.
See, it leads it off though, but he said this motherfucker really up in there crying. Like, he almost didn't take it seriously, Don, to a certain extent. That's the energy he gave.
But that's how it be, because Durk is where he at because he could not receive that. And again, it's him. Like, they always say it's always gonna be somebody in your camp essentially that's gonna rat you out. Like when you doing fuck shit and it's somebody you did right by, you looked out for, and this nigga, it's wild when you hear stories like that, and it because but in your heart, you already made your mind up that you just gonna seek revenge. Like, oh, I'm gonna be God today. I'm gonna pass that judgment down. And look where your dumb ass is now in jail. He ain't getting out.
Yeah, no, he's not getting out.
Yeah, he's not getting out. And I feel bad. You know, I always feel bad because people be having kids, but you know, it might be better off that he's in jail. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's somebody, you know, at least the other young guy did not pass away. You know, I know his cousin passed away, but it because that all it's gonna do is go back and forth. It's still gonna be a thing because somebody already lost their life. It's like he said, like, y'all gotta learn forgiveness. Y'all gotta learn to know, like, with battles to fight, grow up and move on. They always tell you, they've been saying that since we was kids. The streets gonna get you dead, get you killed, or you're gonna end up in jail.
Dang, he's got 7 kids. Shit.
Durk.
Yeah.
Well, your 7 kids will maybe come and visit you. Maybe.
I mean,
and y'all and you better hope they don't seize whatever assets you have, because they do that shit sometimes too.
Oh yeah, I mean, and the thing that was crazy, he was trying to like get out the country too.
And that's the one I was like, so who tipped you off and why you move so slow? I'm not advocating for violence. I'm not advocating for you to run away, but like,
my thing is, number one, I don't know. My first thing first, he should have cut his dreads off. If I'm gonna go low key, go 0 dark 30, I don't need to look like.
But when you walk around looking like this all the time and always looking shocked or confused, like you saying, huh?
Yeah, no, but he needed to cut them dreads off, because it'd be, not saying it would have helped. I mean, not saying they would have still found him, but it'd been harder to spot me. And I got some blonde dreads sitting here, like, well, there you go, right there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
He was trying to go like to Italy. He had like 3 trips booked: 1 Italy, 1 to Switzerland, 1 to
like Dubai.
Yeah, but it's a cautionary tale. But this is not nothing new. We didn't seen this happen. We keep seeing it happen, you know. And the sad part is we got old niggas doing it too. Shout out to Diddy. Like, this ain't no. We can't just put on the young G's either. You know what I'm saying? Our older G's be on that bullshit too. So it's just, man, it's sad because Durk was really flipping his life around, doing different things. Now, the pessimistic part of me asked the question: did he know the feds was on him, and that's why he trying to make all these changes in the last like year?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Like,
I'm confident, and then you got a lawyer. Your lawyer is telling you, is pretty much operating as your publicist and telling you how to operate.
Yeah,
but you better believe he already knew, and somebody already, and it could have been something as simple as somebody was like a cop or something could have tipped him off and was like, hey nigga, they finna come and get you. And that's how he booked them flights. Because for me, if the moment that they was like, even, somebody questioned me, I would have got I said, hey, nigga, I'm leaving. I ain't coming back in this motherfucker. Like, y'all got me. I'm not.
Yeah, because they would automatically would be like, hey, they telling me to tell you to turn yourself in. Or, they'll know, because they all them, especially if they're a good criminal attorney, they linked in with people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, they're gonna be coming soon, or or you need to be prepared that they may be coming soon, because I think they locked up his friends like a couple of days before, so they kind of gave him a certain amount of time to get a head start, and that's probably why they was like, they probably wanted to wait a little bit, but when they start hearing about him booking these flights and stuff, probably is when they were like, oh yeah, we got to get him now.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering.
Here's the thing. It's like, honestly, he should have been at the airport the same day. Like, I would have went to the airport, booked my flight. All right, I can leave now, because it ain't like you don't have money. Like, you got money where you could leave that same day. You might have to pay like 2-3 G's depending on where you was going. But you should have been at the airport.
Same day going to Europe or overseas.
Yeah, I was like, wherever that you can't be extradited from. and then it's just like I just it's clothes. What I'll buy some clothes and drawers when I
I
get
think he
there.
was trying to get a PJ though. I think he was getting a PJ.
Well, he's an idiot that also goes into stupid criminals.
I think he's trying to get a PJ because that's the only way he'd been able to get out the country without having to go through necessarily go like directly through like go through U.S. customs. He had to be getting a PJ.
Yeah,
he had to. So I mean,
because he probably could have low key. To be honest, he could have slid out through the airport probably.
you think so?
Yeah.
How?
Because I think if they like, let's say he still had his passport,
Yep.
it was nothing in the system just yet, because it take a second for that shit to come up sometimes.
Yes.
And so he probably could have still had his passport and just slid on out.
But the thing is though, is that people don't understand. People are like, oh, I'm gonna look up these countries that extradited from. That doesn't mean that they won't come in there and still get your ass, and that doesn't mean that they don't talk to that country and be like, hey, they may not have extradition.
They may be able to do a deal,
right? Or not even as a deal. Some people think that like, oh, they just won't be able to come there and get me. It's just that country won't arrest you and send you back. That doesn't mean they can that the U.S. can't send agents over there and arrest you. Remember a Dirty Pop with Lou Pearlman. They sent agents over there. It wasn't the Bali police because they were like, yo, we hands off as a police force.
but they probably gave them it's probably a certain level of clearance that they still have to do in order to just still do that, because you're still out of your jurisdiction.
Yeah, but some of them countries know, like, if you really want to fuck with us and we can start pulling our money from up out of here. We'll start thinking if you really want to play ball, like, all right, maybe you could let some low-level criminal, stay in the country and we ain't gonna mess with them. Shout out to Russell Simmons. With the yoga studio. But they ain't tripping off that. No, Russell Simmons. But if you murdered somebody, them like, hey.
Hey y'all, if you like what you see here on Everyone Needs an Aquarius, be sure to hit that button right there. It'll take you to more clips, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast. See you back next time.